Howdy, hi there everybody. This is Dan Halliday with John Joes. We're ready to go here today. We're here at the Spring Novice Tennis Tournament up at Los Conchas Racket Club. We're here with the boys 11 and 12 division. We're going to start off with a match here for the finals in the city championship between Chris Lee and Koichi Mayata. Will be the big challenge here today. We're getting ready to go, and what we do is we start off with the traditional spin of the racket to determine who gets the serve, and we'll get the match started. I'd like to point out that Chris Lee defeated Stefan Wallstrom 8-5 and Michael Lim 8-0 to get to this point, where Koichi defeated Ted Atterbury 8-3, last year's champion, and Andrew Branch 8-1, as well as Don Sampson 8-5. And they're ready to go here today with the serve going to Chris Lee, and he's going to get us started off today as soon as he gets his sweat's taken off here. He's ready to go. He's got to get them short so he can move around. He's going to be going back and forth on this court like a windshield wiper, so he's ready to go. John, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Dan. I think we got some real tough competitors out here today, and they're really going to give it their all and do their best out here, I'm sure.
Well, this is Torrance Parks and Recreation Tennis out here, and it's just one of the many programs that the department offers, and I got goosebumps, don't you, John?
I do too, Dan. This is exciting.
Okay, there's one that's in, and they're about ready to go.
Yeah, they're getting ready here. That's just a couple practice serves. He's gonna get started up right now, I believe.
Okay, there's his first serve, and that one's in. Chris Lee and Koichi Mayata.
Oh boy.
We got a couple troopers here, John. You can tell that right off the bat.
These guys are tough. We've got Love 15 to start off the game. That's a nice try there by Chris to hit that back over the net. Just didn't seem to get enough string on it.
Pops that second one in there. Koichi
nice second serve. Nice return there by Koichi. That's Love 30.
He had Chris Lee leaning left on that one, but then brought it over to his right, and he was leaning the wrong way, John.
Yeah, cut him off guard, I think.
That was a little bit long.
Single fault.
Koichi's keeping him deep. Chris Lee with a nice return. Oh!
Ooh, nice drop shot there by Koichi. Chris returned very nicely.
It's amazing you could even get to that shot. I got a nice rally going here, John.
Both these boys are real calm and have a lot of concentration here, as you can see.
That point goes to Chris Lee. It makes it 15-30.
That's 15-30, right, Dan.
Such a beautiful day up here at Los Conchas Racket Club here in the city of Torrance. Those of you who might be interested in reservations and getting up here and playing in this beautiful facility can call the Torrance Recreation Department at 618-2930 for more information.
Both these boys are holding their composure very nicely here, Dan.
Los Conchas, again, is situated in the city of Torrance, high atop the Walteria Reservoir, overlooking the Torrance Airport.
15-40. Yeah, wasn't quite ready for that one there. Pulled his toss down. Going to try it again. It's kind of tough. That toss is pretty important there. He's got to put it right up there in the right place, and so he gets a nice hard serve there.
That one looks a little bit long on the return by Koichi. Makes the score 30-40. Chris Lee's settling down, starting to come back in this match. Hope he doesn't get his serve broken in the first game.
Nice serve there. Koichi playing it smartly there, returning deep. Although Chris, being the tough competitor that he is really doing an outstanding job. Nice try there by Koichi.
Point to Chris Lee, makes it 40-40, and that'll put us at deuce. Yeah, drops his first serve in, which is was very good, and that makes it add in. Chris Lee now has the advantage.
Didn't look to me on that one that Koichi was ready, Dan. Didn't look like he was on his toes and really ready to receive that serve. Yeah, I think he was caught on his heels there and forced to stride his swing out and didn't get all the ball.
Oh, and it looks like Chris Lee has won the first game. He came back very nicely. He was down at one point Love 30 and came back and won the game. Great job.
Did an outstanding job. It goes to show that how much of a competitor both these boys are. You never can say die here. They come back and even though they're down, they'll come back and win this ball game.
Well, these boys again play an 8-game pro set. That means the first one to win 8 games wins the match. If they do get tied at 7-7, they do a 1-game sudden death. They spin the racket again to determine who gets to serve, and it's 1 game to determine the city championship.
Koichi takes a few warm-up serves here. Looks to me that Koichi really has a nice, smooth delivery on his serve. I saw in his warm-up serves there, he really has a lot of power behind that serve.
Hey, he drops the first
Beautiful
one in.
serve. Nice return there by Chris. Oh, not quite enough there.
Makes it 15-love. Am I right?
That's right.
15-love, favor of Koichi Mayata. Yeah, it's no problem. He's getting that first serve in just about every time.
That's really important, Dan. Why don't you tell us how important that is, getting that first serve in?
Well, it doesn't put so much pressure on the server on the second time around. You know, he has to concentrate, maybe let up a little bit more than he wants to on his second serve in order to get it in, because he certainly doesn't want a double fault.
That's very true, Dan. Very true. It makes it 30-love, and you also want to realize that it's quite a psychological edge to get that first serve in. It always puts your opponent there guessing, because he's on the disadvantage if he doesn't get that return back. Had looked like that was in, it would make it 30-15. Oh, nice shot there by Chris. Nice try there.
That was a good return by Koichi.
It really was. 40-15.
That was such a nice shot there by Chris Lee. Kind of sat back on his heels and didn't expect Koichi to come back with that one quite as well as he did.
Nice rally here. Makes it 40-30. Boy, both these boys are outstanding players here. You can see that they have they're well-polished players, and they just do an outstanding job here.
Yeah, it's a double fault.
Well, that really hurts to have those double faults. That's deuce. I'm sorry, I must have been wrong on that.
Okay, Chris Lee, it looks like he's on his second serve here. Nice return by Koichi. Both of them are very controlled on their ground strokes. They have a lot of confidence in themselves, and they did an outstanding job. There's a lob, but it goes a little bit out, so the point goes to Koichi Mayata on there.
I believe it's love 30. It's tough here. Sometimes you get a little confused in the scores here and can't get to see some of the shots.
There's a nice shot there. It's now love 40. And there's a fault on this first serve. Nice return by Koichi, but point goes to Chris Lee, makes it 15-40. Sure is pretty up here, John.
This is really a nice facility that the city of Torrance has.
There's a fault.
Wide. Nice returns there by both boys. Oh, nice try.
Point goes to Chris Lee, makes the score 30-40. Looks like Koichi is in the lead right now. That one. Nice serve by Chris Lee. Add in. Or deuce, I'm sorry.
I believe that's deuce.
Yeah, there's a fault.
Nice serve there, second serve. Oh, nice try.
Point goes to Mayata.
That's ad out right there. Both these boys are really fine athletes out here. Very good tennis players.
There's a fault. First one.
Looks like that's a game. I think it's 2-1 in favor of Chris Lee. Dan, at this time you might want to mention a little bit of background about the boys here.
Koichi Mayata, he's 11 years old, and he's been playing tennis about 5 years. And he enjoys messing around with a computer a little bit. And some of the other sports that Koichi plays would be baseball and basketball. And he actually enjoys just about all sports, but those are his main interests. Whereas Chris Lee, he's kind of gotten into radio remote control cars and speedboats, model cars, and collecting model cars, and he also skis. So we got a couple of well-rounded individuals here, John.
Certainly do. It's 15 love going into this service here.
Both of these boys are also 6th graders. So
nice smash there. Oh, a little deep in the return. 15-15.
Koichi, a little concentration, bounces the ball just to get his timing down, and serves and pops the first one in.
He's almost automatic there, Dan. That first serve, he always tends to get that thing in. Nice rally here by both boys.
Oh, nice shot, a
my.
little backspin on that, and brought that ball heading back towards the net. It was really tough for Chris Lee to get to it on that one.
30-15.
Another point for Chris Lee.
30-30.
Yeah, there's a first fault. And the second one is good. And that one's wide. Point goes to Mayata. Makes it 40-30. I'd like to point out that there are no linesmen and nobody calling the shots for these guys. They call them themselves. This is part of the recreational philosophy that underlies this type of competition. The Torrance Parks and Recreation Department lets the boys call their own, and in the name of fair play, teaches them sportsmanship and creates a general camaraderie between the tennis players. I think they learn to trust each other, and
Notice Koichi charging the net there a little bit. Oh, nice try. Looks like that's the game to Koichi. That ties it up here in this match, 2-2. Very evenly balanced match here, Dan. So both these boys are equally talented.
it was no easy road to get into these finals. You know, with over 60 kids competing in the tournament, these boys have had to go through some tough matches just to get here today, and so they both go away winners. Both of them.
It's 15 love going into the serve.
Can feel self-satisfied and knowing that they did the best job possible just getting here. I think this is youth sports competition at its best, John.
Certainly is, Dan. You can see both these boys are loosened up now, and they're really out there playing their best game of tennis. Notice how they're trying to keep them deep. That's a pretty important strategy here. Oh, nice drop shot there by Chris. It's 30 love. These boys are just doing an outstanding job. I hope your viewers are having as much fun as we are up here at Los Conchas.
That's right. Can't beat this. Fresh air. Young kids out there giving 100%.
What a rally. These boys are excellent. Just trying to place, just trying to wait for the right shot.
Oh, a little bit wide, but a nice effort by Chris Lee.
30-15. Tried a passing shot, just didn't get it inside the court there. Would have been good in doubles, Dan, but it doesn't work here in the singles game, does it?
That's right.
Beautiful serve there on the inside of the square. Both these boys just testing each other to see where they want to place it next. Try to work on their weaknesses if there are any out there. I don't really see too many weaknesses. I think these boys would really give you and I a struggle out here, Dan.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't catch me out there with them. Be embarrassed.
Tried to go deep. Oh, a little too long there for Chris.
Good eye by Koichi.
Makes it 30-30.
30-30. Guys are very, very smooth, John. They're
nice shot
versatile
there.
players. They're moving back and forth, and they're well in control of their game.
40-30. Single fault. Nice serve. Returned by Koichi. Lobs it back to Chris. Chris lobs it back to Koichi. Oh, we've got ourselves a little lobbing game here. Just waiting for that right time, right shot to put him away.
Nice return by Chris Lee.
Chris trying to vary the shot, and there it is.
At the game, John?
That's the ball game. Okay.
Chris Lee won that.
Okay, it makes it 3-2 in favor of Chris Lee. Koichi now serving.
Yeah.
Single fault.
Man, point goes to Chris Lee.
Love 15.
Said very well, John.
Thank you, Dad. Practiced all last night, you know, doing that scoring. Oh,
Chris
tough
Lee
break there.
Lost a little bit of his timing there and came up a little short.
I think that bought a little backspin on it, Dan. Koichi put a little chop into that one and really made it tough for Chris to return. We got 15-15.
A little concentration there by Koichi. Pops it over and Chris
Looks like, was that an ace?
Yeah.
Oh, nice serve.
He let up just a little bit on that serve. I don't think Chris was ready for it. He was backed up waiting for one of Koichi's tough serves.
It's 30-15 now. Look at the smooth strokes both these boys have, Dan. They're really outstanding players for their age category.
That was wide, so point goes to Chris Lee.
That's 30-30.
3-0, 3-0. All tied up here in game number 6.
Heartbreak shot there. Koichi hoping to return that.
I think both of these boys are not afraid to go downtown. They just keep putting that ball on the far back line, back at the baseline. They don't rush the net too much. It's both downtown ball players.
You're right, Dan. We got 30-40 here. First serve in by Koichi. Smart play there by Chris to return that lob with a lob. Oh, there's a nice passing shot there.
Yeah.
We're all tied up here at 40 all.
Not much Koichi could do with that one.
Not much, Dan. Got a
What's the
deuce
score?
game. Deuce game. Nice first serve.
Oh, beautiful shot by
that
Chris
was pretty.
Lee.
Right there in the corner. That's that
I
out.
don't think Koichi could believe that one.
Boy, oh boy. Okay. Goes to Chris Lee that game. That makes it 4-2.
Well, another one getting by Koichi. He's letting those go. He's not sure that they're going to drop in, but they keep dropping in on him. He's going to have to get a little more aggressive there if he's going to be able to stay in this ball game. 15-love, and we're in game number 7 with Chris Lee leading 4-2. I noticed a lot of self-poise and self-control on both of these boys' parts, where they get that ball up there in the smashing angle and they hold back on that and try and control to make sure that they get the shot in rather than trying to get overdo it.
Nice smooth strokes by both these boys. Koichi trying to make Chris use his backhand on the time before this.
Koichi, we're going to have to start calling him Mr. Backhand, the way he's keeping that backhand coming back over, never stops, never lets up.
What a rally we have here.
This is reminiscent of Connors and Borg, John.
It certainly is, Dan.
That point goes to Chris Lee after a long rally.
30-love.
That's great, John. 30-love favoring Chris Lee. Nice serve, drops that first one in, and Koichi just couldn't
nice
get to it.
drop
Beautiful
shot.
serve. Let up a little bit on that, put a little spin on it.
Now we got 40-love here, Dan.
40-love. Yeah, Koichi's hands were tied on that one. Had him handcuffed. No good.
Single fault.
It's inside that center line. That one's in. Koichi drops it over the net with a
nothing he
very
can
nice
do.
shot. He put a little backspin on it, came back towards him, and Chris Lee couldn't do much with that one.
40-15.
That's a lead ball.
It's only going to take one now. It didn't drop in the square. That was a nice shot there by Koichi.
Point goes to Chris Lee.
Okay, I think that's the ball game here, Dan.
And game goes to Chris Lee, making it 5-2, favoring Chris Lee.
Yeah, you might want to mention at this point, while they're changing sides here, some of the programs that the Recreation Department does offer.
Well, along with this spring novice tennis tournament, the Recreation Department does offer a winter novice tennis tournament during the Christmas break, in which all boys and girls ages 9 to 18 can get involved, as well as their standard programs that are run throughout the school year. The boys and girls flag football, youth basketball, co-ed volleyball, track and field, and boys baseball as well as girls yellow ribbon softball. Oh, I don't think he quite got to it. Yes, he did.
That was a beautiful shot. Koichi taking the lead in this game here, 15-0. These boys are sure tough out here. But the important thing is they're out here, they're having a good time, and they're really enjoying what they're doing, and they're having, you know, it's fun out here, outdoors, out in the sun, fresh air. Beautiful day here at Las Conchas Tennis Courts. I'd like to thank the cable staff today. They're just doing an outstanding job here filming this youth sports tennis match. Nice. Well, the way Koichi's moving that ball around is sure pretty, causing Chris to not get that one over the net. That's 30-15. I mean 30-love, excuse me.
I'd like to point out that the Office of Cable Communication, Warren Carter and his staff, and this outstanding camera crew do an outstanding job in providing these type of activities for the viewers out there in the city of Torrance. And they all have outstanding backgrounds and do an outstanding job, and they go to great limits to bring you the best possible coverage available.
That's 30-15. Oh, nice try there by Chris.
Point, Mayata.
40-15. Koichi could sure use this game. Boy, that was a tough one. He could sure use this game to put another one under his belt, because he's dropped behind 5-2. I think that's 40-30. Both these boys are real fine athletes. They're just doing a great job out here. Nice serve there by Koichi. Oh, could have used that shot. Notice he was charging the net on that, Dan. That's pretty advantageous to try to get up to the net to control this game. We got a deuce game now.
The Recreation Department providing athletic endeavors such as these for the youth in our city. They're providing a service that can be greatly utilized by the kids and children in the city of Torrance.
Add out.